Hi everyone, it's Charmaine with Pastoring the Executive. In today's video, I want to share a few tips on how to manage people pleasing. We all do this to some degree, especially in the workplace, where we want to make our bosses proud or we want to help out a coworker or a teammate. And so it's good to do that, but we need to realize that we need to establish some healthy boundaries around it. And so some forms of people pleasing could be you agreeing with everyone when you may have a different viewpoint, or taking on work or commitments when you're already overwhelmed, or just simply taking something on because you don't want to disappoint the person. So let's talk through a couple tips on how we can manage people pleasing. So the first thing you want to do is understand and get clear about your workload and your limitations. And once you decide and determine what those are, then you'll be able to establish some healthy boundaries around that. And boundaries just really defend our own needs. And so once you establish those boundaries, just make sure that you're able to communicate them clearly to everyone. Don't say yes right away. So it's okay for you to take a moment to reflect on your workload and your calendar and see if it's something that you would even be able to fit in, if you would even be able to have the capacity to help them. So it's okay for you to say, yeah, let me check my calendar, let me check my workload, and then I will get back to you. You don't want to say yes right away because it can lead to regret or you being overwhelmed. Get comfortable saying no to the smaller things. So this is where practice comes in. If we're able to say no to the smaller things and we practice that, we'll be able to work up to the bigger things that we may need to say no to later. And so instead of saying no, you can still be helpful. You can say no and then suggest maybe another person that would be able to help them. This is also a great way for you to practice delegation. And so you're saying no, but you're also offering a solution or offering another person that could be of help to them. So practice by saying no to the little things first. Set up expectations. So make sure that if you do say yes to something, that you are clearly communicating expectations to the person. So that could be giving them a timeline. You could say, hey, I can have this done within 48 to 72 hours. Or just letting them know if there's something that you're working on that takes priority over what they asked you to help with, that you will work on that first and then you will focus on their task. So make sure that you are setting up those expectations, but also communicating them. Finally, voice your thoughts, your opinions, your ideas, and your concerns. Don't be afraid to speak up in meetings or one-on-ones. What you have to say is valuable. You never know, you may be bringing a different perspective that could be of help to the company or just change the trajectory of the meeting. So make sure that you're speaking up and not just agreeing with everyone else's viewpoint. Make sure that your voice is heard, and when you're speaking, make sure that you're bringing value. I hope you enjoyed this video and found these tips to be helpful. The great thing about the tips that I shared is that they are all transferable into your personal life as well. So I hope that you can use these as you learn to work through and manage people pleasing, both professionally and personally. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pastoring the Executive. I hope that you have a blessed week.